And we're back. Late video because my headset broke and I had to get a new one, and that's where my microphone is. So, I got a new one. Hopefully it's good. If it's not, or if there's something wrong, just like put it in the comments and I'll try and fix it by next video. But like, think something that looks good with this mic, because it doesn't seem to like peak a lot. Like, whoo! Okay, that peaked. Well, yeah, it doesn't peak when I'm normally talking, which is the best things. But anyway, let's continue. The bath is open. I walked into the dining hall as I towel dried my hair. The usual crowd already came and went, usually the last to take a bath. Today I went in first. Everyone was hanging out at our normal table.
姉さん、ババを引いたわね。そんなことないよ。全然そんなことないよ。朝ちゃんは素直でわかりやすいの。
Did Hom and I already head home?
お腹いっぱいになったからって。葵にごちそうさま言っといてってさ。
She was full? That's weird.
あまね先輩が食いしん坊でよかったよね。おかげでこうして遊びに来てくれるもん。
If that wasn't the case, I would just be a babysitter composing poorly written emails. Hooray for gluttony. And Kotori?
部屋でこそ練してんじゃないかな。
Ah. Hey, close. The simulator? The other day, Kotori borrowed Hibari's laptop. She has been using it to practice on the simulator in her room. Unfortunately, people don't see Kotori's hard work as a virtue. Instead, they see her as being antisocial and arrogant. Everyone calls it secret practicing.
私呼んできましょうか？
No, it's cool. We shouldn't bother her.
でも、葵先輩、もう行っちゃうんですよね。
I'm not saying that we shouldn't meet with her at all, just for the time being. Well, it would be nice to see her some. Alright, I'm gonna go get ready. Everyone is in this game, apparently.
お、やっと出てきた。あんた、まだいたんだ。あまねちゃんはもう帰ったの？うん、帰ったよ。でもって、私もそろそろ帰るところ。さ、気をつけてね。葵ならもう出てったわよ。嘘！もうこんな時間？彼氏ほっぽり出してシミュレーターに夢中とは。さすが、空に片思いしてる女ね。いってらっしゃい言いたかったのに。
Well, text him. There really is a great view of the sky from here. While climbing up the slanted surface of Windmill Hill, I gazed at the starry sky that spread alongside, and there's a bunch of commotion outside. Hope you can't hear it with this new headset. It was clear today, giving a great view of the stars. On top of that, from Windmill Hill, there are a few obstructions to block the view. Or there are few. Last year, the same sheet-covered glider was placed on the runway. View from the secret base is better than from the Garden of Flying Fish Manor. I don't know what's responsible for the change in atmosphere. I feel like if something happened, you'd be able to tell, like, no matter where you were in town. You have to catch it within even a second's time. I'm doing the watch alone, however, it isn't safe to have a lone girl sitting here. I'm doing the watch alone, however, it isn't safe to have a lone girl sitting here in this remote location, so the shift is done in pairs. Okay. I dropped them off and picked them up here, but I still worry even with two people here during the night. Is he saying this out loud? Nothing but solar panels and windmills in the sprawling space. As if mankind was gone and only machines remained. Inside my pocket, my cell phone chimed. Got a message. It was from Kotori. Sorry I got all self-absorbed in my room. I just want to say goodnight and take care. It was the kind of message that makes the heart go fuzzy. I didn't realize it, but it seemed that I was lonely. Tomorrow morning I'll get up early and wait for you. Good night. Finally a small smile escaped my lips. Who would have thought? Oh, this is nice. There were no words to truly describe it. Reading the mail gave me a strange relieved feeling. My mic sometimes makes a noise if it like hits my shirt.
メール来た。葵く 空からだ。グワグワ。
Thanks for your message. You were working hard on practicing, right?
なんで練習してたってバレてるんだろう。
There's also flight practice tomorrow, so there's no reason to overdo it. Get some rest. When I get back, could you help get breakfast ready? I love you. Good night.
好きだよ。だって。キュンくー。おやすみ、葵くん。
Okay,
よーし、明日に備えて寝るぞ。
hold on. I wanted to hear something that she said here.
キュンとしちゃった。
Oh, okay, I was wondering what that Q sound was.
グワッグワッ。その前に私も好きだよってメールしよっと。
I should send him a message and tell him I love him too. Oh my goodness, that sounds like some sort of riddle.
お、いたいた。おーい、あげは
おお、麻婆じゃん。それにあかりさんも。こんにちは、姫木さん。約束通り見学させてもらいに来たわ。どうもこんにちは。お待ちしてました。どうぞ存分に見てってください。
で、そのグライダーはどこにあるんだ？
今訓練飛行中。だいぶ高く上がってるから。あ、いたいた。
どこだ？
この双眼鏡を使ってください。
I don't think she meant to say ouch. Or did she? That sounded like what she said, but I don't know.
ありがとう。どのあたりかしら。
I can see a plane flying around like on the other end of my town. You don't need binoculars to see these things. Although I guess the gliders are pretty small.
ほら、長細い雲がある下あたりに翼が太陽の光を反射してるのを見えません？今光った。あれがそうなの？グライダーが飛んでいるところは初めて見たけど、すごいのね。
We're flying it around all the
こんな
time.
に高く。
We're like flying around all the time. How is nobody seeing it?
日によりますけど、理論上ならそれこそ雲の上にだって行けますから。ほれ
おお、ほんとだ。すげえ飛んでる。エンジンついてないんだろ？よく飛べるな。
It's powered by friendship.
誰が操縦を？小鳥です。ハバネさんが？空を飛ぶのに足を使う必要はありませんから。葵が一緒に乗って教えてるんです。
Gotta move up my recording thing. Can't see how long I've been going. 8 minutes? Alright.
なるほど。
おいおい、やべえぞ。なんか回転しながら落ちてる。
What are they in a flat spin? Glider fell towards the ground, spinning in a corkscrew. Is it a nosedive or a flat spin? The field of visions spins. Okay, the field of vision spins and the sense of balance is lost. What is this music? This sounds cool. As you turn the screw to the outer side, you experience G-force. Don't lose your grip on things. Deal with the G-force. If you do it like I taught, you can do it. First, put the aileron in neutral. Kotori, put the yoke in neutral. Next, rotate the yoke in the opposite direction of the glider spin. Even before I gave the instruction, Kotori had started steering in the opposite direction of the rotation. Immediately, the yoke leaned towards the direction it was in before. Try not to let the nose fall too much. The main wings need to take the lifting power back. Finally, when the... What is this music? Finally, when the nose of the glider fell just right and the wings were able to stream airflow, regular flight was restored. So how did that happen? When the rudder was placed back in neutral, it was as if nothing had happened. We flew like normal. Great recovery. Is that it? Okay. When we stabilized, quickly took a look at the outside landscape and sighed deeply in relief. We didn't just almost avoid an accident. I'd intentionally let the glider spin. Oh, that's nice. We had just been practicing spin recovery tactics. Uh-oh, okay. We barely lost any altitude. Great flying, quickly. Well, I mean, I guess you gotta learn that stuff somehow.
さすがに普通のストーリーより焦るわね。
To stall means that the main wings lose connection with the air currents, causing the glider to lose lift. Without lift, the glider will fall. However, if you know the right procedures, you can recover from a stall. So for the sake of study, you need to create a stall situation in practice. The most important thing for a glider pilot is practice. Even in practice, spin and stall procedures are quite vicious. Spin is when the body of a plane turns like a screw while falling. In a worst-case scenario, a weak point in the frame of the body could be lost, forcing the pilot to parachute. Compared to the response time, you dealt with the procedures very precisely. Were you scared?
あんまりリカバリーできるイメージが頭の中にあったからかな。
I see. Whoops, that was loud. During a stall, the pilot becomes confused. And while spinning, the pilot experiences the sensation of falling, and it's a pretty scary feeling. It's natural to become flustered with your only thought being, I gotta get control. Was there anything after that? However, in that confusion, should the pilot perform the wrong maneuver, they could worsen the situation. Quickly didn't lose confidence, and her calm control in the scenario allowed her to recover quickly. She had such a level head for her first recovery. I remember losing my calm pretty quickly the first time I practiced this maneuver.
なんとなく感覚はつかめてきたわ。
Don't get cocky. If you forget the danger during stalls and spins, your reaction time might be slow. When talking about stalls, there are two types of practice. First regards how to recover. Second is about teaching the body how to tell when the glider is about to stall or spin. There are several signs. More important than reading the meters is understanding the feel of flying. In this case, the body is introduced to the feel of G-force. Once experienced, the body will remember the sensation enough to prompt the pilot into taking measures to prevent a stall. Of course, the experience of performing an actual recovery is also important. Thanks to practices like these, I think Amane and I escaped some harm.
あの時は見ていてヒヤヒヤしたわ。下降気流にはまったんだっけ。
A year ago, we experienced a strong downdraft and suddenly lost flight power and fell. We were so absorbed in the moment that it seemed the glider fix itself upright. I think it was due to not mastering these skills in practice. Alright, let's find a thermal again and head back up. Continue practicing recoveries. We had to reach a good enough height to fall safely.
なるほど。意図的にそういった状態にしてそこから回復する訓練を行っていたのですか。
危ねえことするんだな。
大丈夫よ。いざとなったら葵がフォローするから。
やはり空を飛ぶというのはそれだけ危険なことなのね。
あいつら降りてこないぞ。
また上がってもう一回やるんでしょ。私らにはあんまり時間が残されてないからね。
どういう意味かしら。
天音先輩の予言によると、あと10日以内にモーニンググローリーが現れる可能性が高いんです。
Good, we're almost done with this route.
モーニンググローリー？
湖の上に
Please.
大きな雲の回廊がかかるんです。それを飛ぶのが私たちの目的だから。
望月先輩が写真立てに飾っていたあの不思議な雲のことね。
小鳥にその気があるなら、あの子をメインパイロットにして飛ばせてやってもいいんじゃないかって
Main
葵たち
pilot.
とも話してるんです。
She should be the main pilot.
本人にはまだ内緒なんですけど、まずはみっちりしごいて本当に小鳥でいけるのか見極めないと。
そう。それにしても 変わったわね、ハバネさん。慶風学園に入学してきた頃から随分と。
そんな頃から知ってるんですか？
Have you know her? Okay.
ええ、もちろんよ。足の不自由な生徒が入学してくると聞いて気にかけていたのよ。
さすが生徒会長になるために生まれてきたお人だわ。
まあ同じ学年で知らないやつはいなかったけどな。態度超悪いって有名だったもんな。
だよね。2年で同じクラスになった時はどうしてやろうかと。
どうした？誰だあれ？こっち来るぞ。
あれって。
Kotori gradually took the glider higher inside of thermal. Any time is good now.
もう少し上がれそう。もっと高く飛んでもいい？
The purpose of today's training was to cover stellar recovery, and there was no reason to fly higher than this. The way Kotori asked, I couldn't say no. Sure, let's see how much higher we can go. Being able to catch a thermal to fly higher is important practice after all.
ありがとう。
Kotori flew the glider around the updrafts that the eyes couldn't see, and little by little she brought the glider higher and higher. This is a place you always want to see, right? He imagines.
入道雲って成層圏まで突き抜けてるんでしょ？
There's that word again. They really are big, aren't they?
その中へ入れば私たちも成層圏まで飛べるのかしら？
We might be able to fly up here, but this is where we should stop inside cumulonimbus clouds. The air flows in downbursts. Never mind things like thunder. We should keep to safety first. Even jumbo jets will avoid cumulonimbus clouds if they can. Besides, at these heights, the sky is like an unknown world for us. I would rather stay safe and be able to go home than take the chance of going in briefly and having something happen.
空って高いのね。
Beyond the sky is space. Kotori absent-mindedly muttered space as she gazed out beyond the canopy. From her profile, she looked like a mysterious child. When Amane flew, she kept her curiosity hidden, but Kotori had the shining eyes of a young child. People usually wish to have such naive feelings, do they? About what you said before. About me when I was gazing at the sky, you said I was really cool.
そうよ。ため息が出るくらいかっこいいわ。
Well, I think the Kotori I see up here, flying in the sky like this, is the true Kotori.
そうかな。
Seems this really is the true you. Kotori glanced quickly back at me to ask.
本当の私？
Yeah, I don't know the you from long ago, but the you I see now, well, it's just a feeling I have. When we fly like this, it warms my heart, it makes me excited. It's strange, but when we fly together, I somehow know more than before that Kotori is my girlfriend. Seeing the look on her... What am I hearing? Seeing the look on her face that could only be seen while flying in the sky, a look that only I can see. Is that whistling coming from the game, or is that from the mic? Or headset. When I say excited, I mean I want to get to know her more. I want to see more.
本当の私。
Kotori muttered while thinking. I'm sorry to bring up such an odd subject during flight. Forget about it.
一時的に忘れる。
Okay, for now that's good. This time take the glider into a spin yourself and then set her right again. Alright, let's do this. Guided Kotori into a spin and she flew us out. After performing so many spin maneuvers, Kotori became tired and we decided it was time to land. It was necessary to inspect the frame after the burden of practice. We brought the glider to its final approach towards the runway. Crosswinds are strong today, and to the runway with the nose pointing upwards.
了解。
Kotori safely and precisely landed the glider on the runway.
おかえりなさい、小鳥先輩、葵先輩。
ただいま。疲れた。
Kotori, who was transferred from the cockpit seat to her wheelchair, looked completely exhausted. Well, you flew quite a bit. I was also quite tired. Recovery training and the constant attention to safety still made me nervous.
おかえりなさい、ハバネさん。
生徒会長来てたんだ。
下から見させてもらったわ。あなたたちが夢中になるのもわかる気がする。
Gotta stretch.
でしょ。
Masatsugu and Kumoi waited on the ground for who knows how long.
さっきね、800メートルくらいまで上がったのよ。なんなら生徒会長も後で乗ってみる？
ええ。だけどその前に。
For some reason, Kumai had an unpleasant expression on her face and Gea stuck her head out from behind.
小鳥、ちょっといい？
Someone died, didn't they?
何？あげ。
Kotori looked behind Agea's shoulders and was surprised to see another person standing there. She was dumbfounded when she recognized who it was.
どうしてひばり姉が。
Hibari stared at Kotori's look of disbelief. Her face turned pale and her knees began to quiver. At first I thought she was angry, but she quickly regained her composure. Hibari was shaking with fear.
小鳥ちゃん。
She called Kotori's name with a quivering voice. Okay, I don't hear the whistling anymore. I guess that was just in the plane. She called Kotori's name with a quivering voice as she drew closer towards Kotori.
どうしてこんな。
Is that it? Okay.
違うのお姉ちゃん。これは。これは。
We're flying a plane. Nothing wrong there. The explanation that Kotori wanted to give wouldn't come out.
あなたが乗っていたなんて。お願い、落ち着いてひばりね。私の話を聞いて。
Sharp sound echoed. People nearby immediately looked up at the sound. It was the sound of Kotori's sister's hand striking Kotori across the face.
あなたは自分がどうしてそんな体になってしまったのか忘れちゃったの？
Well, what, is she gonna break him again? Hibari's tears mixed with her anguished cry. Her knees trembled and she was shaking so much that it looked like she might physically collapse. It wasn't anger, but fear.
忘れてないよ。でもこれは気球じゃない。私たちが作ったグライダー。
Maybe you shouldn't mention that you made it.
同じよ。このことをお父さんやお母さんが知ったらどうなるか。あ、待って、それだけはやめて。そんなことしたらお父さんたちがどうなるか分かってて隠してたのね。
Holy crap, is stuff actually happening in this route? Wow.
ごめんなさい。でもこのことをお父さんたちに言うから。
Hibari wouldn't hear another word and she turned her back on Kotori and walked away.
待って、お姉ちゃん。
Kotori tried to chase after Hibari, but she left too quickly.
お姉ちゃん。
Kotori watched her back disappear behind a wall of eyes full of tears. You're all babies. Nope, now back to the nice music. With final checks done, we headed back to the office.
小鳥は？
She just went home for the time being. We should try to keep it down.
そうね。で、結局何だったの？あれは。
After that, the mood changed. Everyone silently finished the last procedures of the day. While everyone gathered at the office, I headed up to Kotori's dorm room. Kotori's legs got that way in an accident. An accident that involved a hot air balloon crashing on its way to its destination. Trip was offered through a service that was offered sightseeing packages. Kotori was riding in the balloon with her mother. And it crashed. Everyone seemed to have only minor injuries, everyone except Kotori.
だからって、あの取り乱しようは普通じゃなかったわ。ひばりさん、まるで目の前で事故が起こったみたいに震えてたよね。
Well, she needs to stop being such a baby. At the time of the hot air balloon accident, Hibari and her father were standing close enough to see it happen. Seeing Kotori getting out of the glider undoubtedly brought back memories. Kotori was hiding the fact that she was flying from Hibari. I guess she didn't want to worry anyone.
そんな事情があったなんてね。
I guess it seems was swore to secrecy. Hibari knew that Kotori was in the Soaring Club, but she probably assumed that Kotori was helping to service the glider or some such things.
あの人の家庭の事情はよく知らないけれど、娘がグライダーに乗ってるなんて知ったら、ご両親はさぞ心配するでしょうね。
I wouldn't be. I'd be like, yo, that's pretty cool.
小鳥先輩がコックピットから降りてくるのを見たとき、ひばりさん真っ青でした。
どうしようかね、これから。
I don't know. For now, let's wait and talk with Kotori later. Then we can try and contact Hibari. Still can't believe that Hibari slapped Kotori. That she was that angry. I still don't like Hibari.
あと、お姉ちゃんのこと悲しませちゃった。
Okay, why?
いつも私のこと一番に考えて優しくしてくれてたお姉ちゃんなのに。
What?
でも私飛びたいんだもん。
Well, you're living your life, not Hibari's life. Who cares what she thinks?
お姉ちゃんやお父さんやお母さんに心配かけたくないけど、どうしても飛びたいの。どうすればいい？ねえ、ハット。どうして私は飛びたいんだろう。
今日はすみませんでした。お見苦しいところをお見せしてしまって。
No, I'm sorry for intruding. I understand your concerns. On my way home, I called Hibari to try and explain the situation. Why Kotori decided to join the Soaring Club. What kind of activities the Soaring Club participated in. Without hiding anything.
クラブ活動のおかげなんですよね。小鳥ちゃんが元気になっていったのは。
Yeah, I agree. I heard about this situation from Kotori. She's really stressed out about you, Hibari. She's been really down because of what happened. She said she'd try and call you when she calmed down.
ありがとうございます、宮瀬さん。私からもメールをしてみます。今は感情的になってしまって、ちゃんと話せそうにないので。
Yes, please talk to her. After I got off the phone, I sighed. From where I stood, I could see Kotori's bedroom window, but the light was off. She's probably exhausted from crying and fell asleep. What a baby.
おかえりなさい。
Thanks. Kotori stood at the entrance, playing with Hat. She wore a mask that smiled, undoubtedly trying to be brave.
もうお腹ペコペコよ。早くご飯にしましょう。
I hate when people do that. When they're like upset and they try and act like
ラボ
everything's
シス
normal.
ターズは？
And they try and act like everything's normal, and it's just like they're so easy to read. Does that make anyone else angry? I wanted to get some ramen today, so I thought I'd go out to eat.
ラーメンか。いいの？
She was really considerate of my feelings. Kotori promptly went to the refrigerator and began pulling out the ingredients for dinner.
今日はハヤシライスだったわね。牛肉解凍しなきゃ。マッシュルームはと。
Mushroom. What is hashed rice? Are you okay?
どうかな。多分平気じゃないと思う。
Right. I know Kotori is trying to come across as happy, but somehow there was a crack in her mask of pleasantries.
お姉ちゃんとは落ち着いてから話してみる。黙ってたこと謝りたいし。でもお父さんたちには内緒にしとかないといけない。
To keep him from being worried. Kotori shakes her head.
お父さんにバレたら無理やりにでも家に連れ戻されちゃうもん。だから今はまだ黙ってないと。
But Hibari said she called your dad, okay?
やめてってお願いするつもりよ。夏休みが終わるまでって期限付きで。そしたらあとは自分で話すわ。もしお父さんとお母さんがグライダーに乗っちゃダメって言うなら、その時はすっぱり諦める。この夏で引退ってわけ。去年のあまねちゃんみたいでしょ。
Kotari,
だから葵くんも
I got it, I got your back.
ありがとう葵くん。
Despite the fact she was smiling, large tears had formed in her eyes and were ready to spill.
あれなんだろう。なんで今頃泣いてるの私。
I don't know why you're crying, just tell your parents to screw off. Kotari wiped away her tears with both hands.
安心したからかな。葵くんが味方してくれるって分かって。
You don't have to say it like that. I leaned over to Kotari and hugged her gently. Kotari buried her face in my shoulder and sobbed.
お姉ちゃんに叩かれたの初めてだよ。すごいびっくりした。
How were you a jerk? Hibari has always been kind.
そうなの。優しいの。
With her stupid voice and how slow she talks.
私の周りには優しい人いっぱいなの。
What the heck? What is that sound effect? Higu.
私自分勝手で。
I pet Kotari's hair and said nothing as she cried herself out. Drink break. Alright, is anything gonna happen?
以上が昨日起こった出来事に関係する我が家の事情です。みんな迷惑をかけてごめんなさい。
After explaining the situation to everyone, Kotari gave a deep bow. As I had already told everyone about the balloon incident and her staying quiet about the glider to her parents and Hibari, no one was shocked to hear her tell it.
それはいいんだけどさ。
But,
あんたは続けられるの？
I didn't even hear her say but in another sentence.
そのつもり。少なくともこの夏が終わるまではね。どういうことですか？ひばり姉にお願いしたの。夏休みが終わったら自分で話すから、それまでお父さんたちには黙っててって。
Hibari had seemed a bit disappointed at the idea, but ultimately had agreed to Kotari's request. No matter what, Kotari is her little sister.
お父さんたちがグライダーのこと知ったら反対すると思う。
Like, I just don't see the problem. So what if they don't like it? Like, okay.
それだけじゃないわ。きっと無理にでも家に連れ戻されちゃう。そんな。だからお父さんたちがダメって言うなら、私はこの夏で部活を引退するつもり。引退って。待ってよ、そんなの。ごめん、アゲハ。
Nageha bit her tongue as Kotari apologized. She knew that persisting would only cause trouble for her.
ソアリング部に席を置いていても飛びさえしなければいいんじゃないの？
Kotari shook her head.
多分関わることも許してくれないと思う。それにもう信じてはくれないだろうし。
We won't know how her father would react until it actually happens. But she did keep it a secret. It would be naive to think you could be trusted again after that.
それにみんなのおかげで私はもう空を飛ぶ気持ちよさを知っちゃったから。二度と飛べないって分かってるのにグライダーの近くに居続けるなんて多分無理。みんな自分で蒔いた種だからしょうがないわ。自己責任ってやつね。
Asa started to look sad. Meanwhile, Yoru didn't seem convinced.
じゃあ私も引退かな。
What did you just say?
だってさ、私は楽しいからやってるわけ。楽しくないならやる価値なし。
Accidentally hit my mic. I hope that didn't make a big noise.
小鳥がいないならもうやんぴ。
Looking disappointed, Agea folded her arms behind her head. Quitting.
バカなこと言わないでよ。せっかくここまでやってきたんじゃない。あまねちゃん飛ばすためにみんなでグライダーを修理して、ガレージ壊されちゃった後も朝たちのおかげでこんな立派な活動場所を見つけて、やっと機体の改良ができてまた飛べるようになってよ。だからでしょ。私はグライダーでも何でもよかったの。ロボット部の方が楽しけりゃあっち続けてたと思う。でも葵や小鳥やあまね先輩とものづくりする方が面白いから私はこっちを選んだの。小鳥、あんたと何かするのが楽しかったの。そのあんたがいなくなっちゃうんじゃん。なんかもうつまんない。アゲハ。
Not gonna lie, I don't think it would be very different at all. Kodori gave Agea a look with both happiness and frustration. I agree.
葵くんまで。
I didn't only want to fly in the glider. Yeah, it was really fun. I liked it a lot, but it was only fun because you are all here. If all I wanted to do was fly, I could have just gone to the gliding field and flown until I was sick of it. It was amazingly fun, and I didn't want to quit. It wasn't what I truly wanted, though. If we can't do it together...
朝のことはどうすんのよ。
Asa looked as if she was about to cry.
私はいいんです。終わってしまうのは悲しいですけど、それに私だって同じです。空を飛んでみたいからソアリング部に入ったんじゃありません。皆さんの仲間に入りたくてソアリング部に入ったんです。
I'm pretty sure it was because you wanted to fly.
朝、無理しちゃって。
無理してないもん、本当だもん。
まあそうよね。ただ飛びたいだけならおじいちゃんにお願いすれば一発だものね。
You're not even in the club.
ってことで、あんたが引退するならソアリング部は即時解散ね。ダメよ、そんなの責任感じちゃうじゃない。感じればいいんじゃないかしら。実際あるわけだし。
She is the club leader.
あんたらって話をまとめるわよ。夏が終わるまでは今まで通り全力でモーニンググローリーを目指す。その後は知らん。ある意味今までと何も変わってないわね。
頑張りましょうね、小鳥先輩。
You could almost say this problem made us all closer. At least it seemed like everyone felt that way.
葵、ついでにあの話もしとく。
Oh, yeah. Must be important if the music stopped. Well, about the flight, that is when Morning Glory makes its appearance. Kodori, you're gonna be the main pilot. Frustrated by having her hands held back by Asa, Kodori listened to me dumbfounded. You got enough skill to be the pilot, you don't have enough experience, but I'll help with that.
でも葵くんだって自分で飛びたいんじゃ。
Well, yeah, that's true, but it's fine with me as long as someone flies over the clouds.
アゲハたちはそれでいいの？
Why would they care?
私はほら別に飛びたいわけじゃないから。他に乗りたい人がいるなら譲るのはやぶさかじゃないってところね。
I thought we already decided on this. This is like the same situation as in Ageha's route. I was just like, we already decided on it. Why are we like doing this?
私は先輩たちがそれでいいならいいです。
私はただの部外者です。みんなありがとう。私のために。
Kotori looks as if she's about to cry tears of joy.
ああ、一つ訂正しとくけど、別にあんたのためじゃないからね。私は私のためにやってるの。
Same here.
私もです。Me too.
Me too. Not knowing where to take it all, Kotori began to show a complex mix of emotions. I almost laughed at the odd combination of tears and look of bemusement on her face.
だから遠慮なんかするなってこと。
Yeah, you can fly if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Kotori started to cry again, this time with a smile on her face. Alrighty. Alright, well, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye, and if my mic is messing up, tell me. Oh, I gotta stretch. Alrighty, well, farewell.